What if the most powerful human who ever lived didn't die, didn't disappear, but simply moved beyond us? What if Lucy was never meant to end in 2014 and the world just wasn't ready for what came next? When Lucy was released in 2014, it didn't feel like a normal sci-fi movie. It felt like a question thrown directly at the audience. The film followed Lucy, an ordinary woman forced into an impossible situation, who slowly unlocked more and more of her brain's potential. As her abilities grew, she stopped being human in the way we understand it. She could control matter, time, and even life itself. By the end, Lucy no longer belonged to the world she started in, and the movie ended, not with a clear goodbye. Not with a sequel tease, but with silence. Lucy vanished into something greater, leaving behind only a message: I am everywhere. That single line confused some viewers, fascinated others, and haunted many for years. People didn't just finish the movie, they argued about it. Was Lucy alive? Was she time itself? Was she a warning? Or was she the future of humanity? Unlike many sci-fi films, Lucy refused to explain everything. It trusted the audience to think. And that choice turned the movie into something bigger than a one-time experience. Over the years, theories spread across the internet. Videos, forums, and essays tried to answer the same question again and again: what happened to Lucy? Scarlett Johansson's performance also played a huge role. As Lucy changed, her emotions slowly faded. She became calm, distant, almost godlike. That shift made her transformation feel real and unsettling. Viewers weren't just watching power grow. They were watching humanity slip away. Because of this, Lucy never faded from memory. It stayed alive in conversations, not because it had a sequel, but because it didn't need one, or so it seemed. The ending felt final, yet incomplete. Like a door closed, but not locked. For more than a decade, fans waited. Not loudly, not officially, but patiently. And the longer the silence lasted, the bigger the question became. If Lucy reached the ultimate level of knowledge, what story could possibly come next? And that is exactly why Lucy 2 took over 10 years to exist. After Lucy ended in 2014, many people expected a sequel to be announced quickly. The movie made strong box office numbers, gained a loyal fan base, and became one of the most talked about sci-fi films of its time. In Hollywood, that usually means one thing: a sequel is on the way. But in this case, nothing happened. Years passed, and Lucy 2 remained only a rumor. One major reason for this silence was the ending itself. Lucy didn't end like a typical franchise movie. Lucy didn't survive as a hero, didn't die as a victim, and didn't leave behind a clear path forward. She evolved beyond the human world. Writing a sequel to that kind of ending is extremely risky. Any wrong move could destroy what made the first film special. The story didn't just need a continuation, it needed a reason to exist. Director Luc Besson himself admitted over the years that continuing Lucy's story was difficult. If Lucy had already reached total knowledge, what conflict could challenge her? If she controlled time and matter, what threat could possibly matter? A sequel made too soon would feel forced, shallow, or unnecessary. Sometimes waiting is safer than ruining a powerful idea. Another big reason was technology. In 2014, visual effects could show Lucy's growth, but not at the level a sequel would demand. Lucy 2 isn't just about action or explosions. It's about abstract ideas like consciousness, time, and reality itself. To show that properly, filmmakers needed tools that simply didn't exist yet. The technology had to catch up with the imagination. At the same time, the film industry was changing. Superhero movies took over. Studios became more focused on safe formulas and shared universes. A deep philosophical sci-fi sequel didn't feel like a priority. Lucy wasn't a brand built for toys or spin-offs. It was a concept and concepts. Take time, but quietly, the idea never died. Interviews hinted at unfinished thoughts. Fans kept asking questions. And as science, technology, and audiences evolved, the impossible sequel slowly became possible. Lucy wasn't gone. She was waiting. Lucy 2 does not begin where the first movie ended. It begins much further ahead. Time has passed, humanity has changed, and the world is more connected to technology than ever before. Lucy no longer exists as a physical person. She is not a body. She is not a voice. She exists as awareness spread across data, space, and time. In this new world, humans have started to sense her presence. Strange events occur, systems respond before commands are given, knowledge appears without explanation, and patterns form that no human mind can fully understand. Scientists begin to realize something unbelievable. Lucy never left. She became part of everything that stores and shares information. The main conflict of Lucy 2 is not about fighting Lucy, it is about controlling her. A group of powerful organizations believes Lucy can be used. They think her knowledge can solve every human problem, disease, energy, even death. But they misunderstand one key thing. Lucy is no longer human, and she does not think like one. New characters are introduced. Not as heroes with weapons, but as thinkers. Scientists, philosophers, and ordinary people who begin to question whether humanity is ready for unlimited knowledge. Some see Lucy as a savior, others see her as a threat. And some fear that if humans touch her power, they may lose what makes them human forever. Lucy's role in the film is quiet but powerful. She does not speak often. She does not explain herself. Instead, she guides events in subtle ways. Small changes that lead to big consequences. She is no longer learning from humans, she is observing them. At its core, Lucy 2 is about evolution. Not physical evolution, but mental and moral growth. The film asks a simple but uncomfortable question. Just because we can know everything, does that mean we should? Lucy has already crossed that line. Humanity is standing right in front of it. Lucy 2 was never delayed because of money or actors or schedules. It was delayed because the world wasn't ready for it. The story of Lucy is not just about power, it's about responsibility. In 2014, the idea of total knowledge felt distant, almost unreal. Today, it feels close. We now live in a world shaped by data, artificial intelligence, and constant connection. We rely on systems that think faster than us. We trust machines with our memories, our choices, and even our futures. Only now does Lucy's evolution feel believable and dangerous. The long wait mirrors the message of the film itself. Lucy evolved beyond humanity, but humanity needed time to catch up. Not in strength, but in understanding. A sequel made too early would have felt empty. Made now, it feels like a warning. In the end, Lucy 2 isn't asking what Lucy became. It's asking what we are becoming. And that question could only be asked now. Lucy didn't disappear. She waited.